Alright, we're back. Washed my hands, and we're going to go ahead and get started with her hair. So, as you can see, her hair is black. I have black. But if you look closely, you can also see that there are layers of brown. And if you use your imagination, you could even maybe see purple. I'm going to use black, purple, and brown to make her hair. You might be thinking purple's a little bit crazy, but I'm feeling to add a little bit more interesting depth. So, thing about hair is in order for it to look realistic, it's nice if you follow the pattern that the hair grows with the way you draw your pastel. So what I mean by that is here you can see her hair is all rooted and it comes up and down. And if you follow those lines with your pastel, you will create more realistic looking hair. So I'm actually going to start down here by her chin, and I'm pushing quite dark close to her chin because I want that to be a nice clean line, but I'm letting the other side of my pastel just barely touch the paper. And what this does is it helps me make sure that my line that I'm using right up against her face is strong. Nice strong line there. Okay, then I'm going to start using my pastel as if I were actually drawing in her strands of hair. And you want to make sure you're overlapping with your background because you don't want any of that white light colored pastel paper to go through. Okay, here what I'm doing is I'm using the long edge of my pastel because what that lets me do is it gives me some chance to sort of make strokes that look like hair. Okay, I'm going to go in with my brown, and I'm going to add in some of that, and that blends nicely with the black. Nobody's hair is actually solid black. It would look really artificial and fake if it were. Okay, gives it a nice soft feel, and because I'm crazy, I'm adding a little bit of purple. Okay, that's okay for now. So I'm going to go in, and this is a good time to use your paper to hold it still so that you're not, just want to make sure you're not getting any of that pigment where it doesn't belong. The reason I stopped here is because this hair actually comes over that one. So I'm just leaving this like that. Really blending that out. Don't necessarily need to see any of that pastel paper underneath. Okay, really dirty fingers. So picking it up, gently shaking off that excess. Okay, now I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the other side. Same thing. Dark, dark outline. Coming in. I'm going to use this to hold my paper still so I don't get black on the background. I am using the long edge of my pastel, and I'm creating lines in the direction that the hair is growing. And just because some of her hair, as you can see, goes onto her shirt, so that's what I'm drawing. Okay, got the black. Now for the brown. Going in, holding my paper steady, drawing in just what I see. Remember, the beauty of pastels, you can always overlap. Say I make this too brown, which might be the case. I can just go back in with my black and darken. Okay, which I think I did. So now I'm going to go back in, I'm going to darken the black. I notice that it's actually darker around her face, so that's where I'm going to darken it. There's a couple darker strands I might actually keep that brown. Okay, just stay consistent. I'm going to add in a little bit of my purple. And now I'm going to work on this last area here. So I'm going to pick up my paper, tap off some of that excess. You can see this pastel paper coming through, so that's a good chance to kind of smooth it out so she doesn't look like she has this really rough crayon-like hair. All the way up here to the edge. All right, last step, this little whoosh, and we'll be done. All right, starting with the black. It's kind of coming up. Oops, remember we're drawing in the direction of the hair. So it actually is growing up like this off of her forehead, and then it comes down. It comes down and across like this. Comes up, across, and over. Okay, got my black. Now to add in the brown. The brown does a nice job too of blending in the black while still giving it a chance to show lines, so it doesn't just become solid black. You can still see some of those hair strands. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with a little more black right up close to the face because that's where I see it as being darker. And my purple. Alright, got all this extra. I'm going to tap it off, take a look. And this is where if you want to start adding a little bit more highlights, you can either use your pastel like this, or you can use the pastel pencil. And this is a good chance to sort of add in, I'll blend these out a little bit, but a good place to sort of add in some of those hair strands so that your person doesn't look like they're just wearing a mop. Now those are too strong, so now I'm going to go in and just lightly blend them in. Okay, you can also use your pencils for this. I'm actually going to add in a little bit more brown on the outside where I think there's some more light hitting her. Ooh, be careful that you cover up your background so your black fingers don't get okay. And I could keep working and reworking, but for now, for time's sake, I'm going to call it done.